is Chelsea and Burnley.
Oh, yeah.
Little side note, Chelsea were supposed to start Christian Pulisic. He got injured in warm-up.
Yeah, and then Werner came back in.
And then Werner came in, yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest, I find that strange. Werner should be starting every game, as far as I'm concerned. He's their poacher. I think he's their best player. I think he's their most impactful player. If he's not the most skillful, he's definitely the player that makes the biggest difference. And every game I've watched, for some ungodly reason, I've watched quite a bit of Chelsea this season, and it makes me sick. But whether that be Champions League or Premier League, it's the way it is with Sky Sports and obviously TV. Big teams will be on your screen a lot more. Same as I'll probably watch a lot of Arsenal Man United games just because they're always on TV. But this game, if you're a Chelsea fan, you're very happy. Chelsea were fine. Chelsea were dominant. Again, very similar though to Man City and Sheffield United, where Burnley are fucking dreadful. And they're really Turf Moor. I feel that a team like Burnley and Sheffield United, I think they suffer more from not having fans in because of COVID-19. Because these are fan bases that are quite rabid. They make a lot of noise. They don't mind turning up in the dreary, windy, nasty northern weather. Whatever. It's just fucking dreary down here, so I don't know what everyone's on about.
Right.
But a team like Burnley, they rely on that energy that comes from Turf Moor, from their fans. They're not there. It's just an empty, nice little stadium in the north. Chelsea used to playing in silence because the fans don't make any noise. So ultimately, it was a good result. Chelsea played good football. I've got to say, I think we're actually a little bit, I don't like Chelsea. I'm quite happy to admit that. Everybody knows that. I don't like these.
Okay. Everybody can't be right all the time.
No, even you. A dead clock is right twice a day, my friend. But ultimately, Chelsea are one of the better football sides in the Premier League. I think that they should be challenging for the title this season. And they are putting wins together. They are stringing results together. They are scoring goals, and that's the most important thing. Chelsea will come down to where they drop points. If they drop City points like they did, if they have too many games where they draw with Southampton and West Brom, they're not going to win the title. Simple as that. You can't win the title if you drop points to teams like that on a regular basis. However, they do score goals. They score a lot more goals than most people in this league, and they do play good football, to be fair. I still find the defence a little bit suspect, But that being said, they went to Man United, got a 0-0 draw. It seems a lot more open this season. It does. It does feel a lot more open. It does feel, Liverpool aren't going to run away with it this season, even though they're top. It feels like there's an opportunity here for a team like Chelsea or even Spurs who could just kind of sneak in a little bit and, barge their way in. And I think Chelsea will be close. I do. I just wonder if that defence is just not quite elite enough to carry them to a title right now. But I have said that I expect them to do very well in the cup competitions as well. They're a good knockout side. They seem to have their shit together to a certain. You'd expect them to get out of the Champions League group as well. Don't know how far they'll go on a run. If they run into someone like Bayern, they might be in trouble pretty early doors. I think people like that will dismantle them. But I've got to say, from a Premier League standpoint, every time I've watched them, they're very capable, but very dangerous. Fitness is key as well.
Yeah.
Pulisic is a good player, but I think Timo Werner keep scoring. Very good.
I think what it was is I think Frank was trying to give Timo a little bit of a rest.
It wouldn't surprise me. He is riding him like a fucking prize horse, and to be honest, you have to. I was a little bit surprised he didn't rest more players actually for that tie with Krasnodar. There's obviously a lot of pressure, especially I imagine it wouldn't surprise me if Roman Abramovich just put quite a bit of pressure on him and said, "Look, I want us to do well in the Champions League. This is something." I think they won the Champions League once, haven't they?
They won Champions League once. They beat Bayern.
Yes, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I was furious. Thanks, Drogba.
And then the Europa League, we beat Benfica.
Yeah, I remember that crazy looping header. It just feels that they could do with just a little bit more grittiness, a little bit more physicality. But yeah, as much as I'm not a huge fan of them, I will absolutely concede that they're one of the better teams in the league this season, and I expect them to be top four comfortably.
I'm very happy that Hakim Ziyech is healthy. And not only did he get his first goal in a Chelsea kit against Krasnodar, but now he got his first Premier League goal under his belt as well. I could see him fitting in with this front four, make it even a front five. Put Werner and Abraham, and then on the wings put Ziyech, Havertz, and in the middle have Mount. And, Billy Gilmore's coming back soon. He's getting back healthy from injury. So that means Jorginho won't be around much longer. Because the only reason he got the stay in the Chelsea kit is because Gilmore got injured and we lost him for a while. Defense, yeah, I'm still suspect about the defense. Kurt Zuma, Rudiger, Christensen, they're just not.
They're
I
like Zuma. I do like Zuma. I like a defender who chips in goals as well. I think that's very important.
I like Thiago Silva. Once he shows up every now and then.
Yeah, but that's not good enough.
Right.
This is supposed to be an elite level defender. First of all, I think he's too old. I think Frank Lampard's clearly building a team based on youth and style. And I think Thiago Silva.
And that's why I think Reece James needs to get more starts.
They're missing the one thing you can say about Chelsea, it's not really a surprise. Chelsea's title aspirations dried up as soon as they lost that kind of more traditional back four. Guys like Carvalho, John Terry, guys who could, Cahill as well.
Not Abramovich. Oh God.
You talk about the Serbian lad, the right back.
Ivanovic.
Yeah, that's it. Like, they had such a collection of powerful and physical and aggressive defenders. And that was do you know what, Chelsea fans probably themselves are probably guilty of forgetting just how important their defenders were to them winning titles. Even players like Julian Belletti and stuff like that. They all put in a shift and it all worked so hard. And the great thing about their players was the fact that they could contribute a lot of goals. John Terry was always there with a good header. Carvalho, good header of the ball. These were complete footballers. They got away from that a little bit. And now that they're in a process of rebuilding. The transfer embargo definitely would not have helped. Frankly, I'm not really surprised that happened because, come on, your owner is corrupt as fuck. Even at Chelsea. It amuses me. You see some Chelsea fans on Twitter and they're just like, "Oh, Roman Abramovich is amazing." It's like, yeah, and he's also offed a lot of people to make his money. These are the facts.
He's also completely fucking crazy. Sorry, Roman.
Yeah, he is. He is crazy. He is. And most Russians are. For good reason when they've got access to that amount of weaponry and arsenal of drugs and
all that cocaine.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be doing cocaine until my eyes fell out if I had that much money at my disposal. I'll just be honest with you. I'd be smashing every hooker this fucking side of Moscow, mate. So, it is what it is. But you know what? I expect Chelsea to challenge. So, good performance. 3-0, away from home. You always got to love scoring goals. And that's the one thing I'll say about this Chelsea team. They look most capable of scoring goals.
Yes. Next